I just don't want to have a conversation sometimes. I just want it quiet.
Oh, okay.
So if I could be home like for, I don't know, a couple hours or so, that's fine. Like sometimes I'll go to the casino like just by myself, just to walk around and people watch and stuff.
I think that's not unusual though.
Right.
Like I like quiet time. I like time by myself. It's extremely difficult though. Like when you're like, I almost never have it ever. Like unless I go out and run errands on my own or something. So yeah, I feel you. A little bit of alone time would be a nice gift.
Like maybe construct like a little like booth. Like
we have an entire house.
No, like acoustic foam in it. And so he can go in and just close the door. Like remember those old record store booths they used to have where you could go in and record your own voice? You just go in and close the door. There's a little window so you can see out and people can see you're in there, but it's just quiet.
So rather than her just go to the mall for 2 hours, I have to go and sit in a closet with foam.
Or you could just live in the basement. Go in the basement.
But you guys have a sizable home. You can't find like different. Because like a lot of times with me and Mary Beth, like Mary Beth will go play a video game and I'll be upstairs, and it's almost is like you're alone, you know.
I get followed a lot.
Oh, do you?
The eye roll. If you can hear eyes roll.
Well, the booth would only have room for one.
Or I'll go sit in the other room. He's like, "Well, why aren't you sitting with me?" And it's I want my alone time too.
Yeah. So in the booth, you could see her. And
we don't need to see each other.
But you don't hear her.
How much does an isolation chamber run, you think?
How many Target cards would I need? Foam.
And can I have them back?
I think I can find some foam in the dumpsters around here and build them a good quality one.
Dumpster foam.
I'll be in this little booth. This smells in here.
It might have some ice cream cone crumbles on it, or
from you or from the dumpster.
You can live in the basement.
So do both you guys find that your schedules match up so closely that, because I have a lot of alone time because my wife goes to bed so early that I chunks of hours where I'm just, on my own. She's like in bed by 8.
Right.
So I'm up from 8 till like 2:33. So that's a
nice chunk
of time where, it's just me and the dog.
Yeah, no, I find that my schedule matches up in sync almost.
Oh, okay. And you guys too, like
same with us,
go
except
to bed at the same time.
Well, that's where I will get some alone time because she'll usually go to sleep about 9:30, and then from that point, usually to like 2 or so, I'm up.
Gotcha. All right, so you do get some alone
some
time.
Some of it, yeah.
I go to bed earlier than Mary Beth usually, so like by at least an hour. So that's my alone time.
Okay, what's number 3?
Well, no, it was number 3.
What's number 3 for King Frank?
Number 2 is sex.
Sex.
Yeah. So when I don't
another cutesy coupon.
Yeah, when you don't want to be alone. It's like, all right, now I'm done being alone. Now I want you over here.
Doing what I want, how I want,
when I want it, the way I want it.
No. Are you talking something special or just in general?
Just in general.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Now, if there was a gift card for that you sent him.
Right.
So maybe a brothel or something. I'll bet you he'd open that one.
Maybe.
I don't know if he would open it.
Still couldn't do it, huh?
That's not my cup of tea.
No?
I want to have some kind of involvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not so transactional.
Yeah. Does that mean that I'm like, do I have to tip afterwards?
They should be tipping you if you're that good, right?
Yeah.
So I think that that would be a very high answer on the board. I think for a lot of guys, if like I said, if we're being honest,
right, which we are,
they want that what's that called? What's that cash machine to always be open?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
The old ATM.
Yeah, ATM. Yeah, you want to get cash whenever you want.
With no surcharges.
No transaction fees.
It's our number 1 then?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to read it. Maybe you read number 1.
Oh, no.
Get his peepers on.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to take a guess?
I don't know. Is it going in line with the others?
Yeah,
answers?
it's we'd imagine part of number 2.
Is it before number 2?
So the sex is not with Mrs.
sex?
5 then.
No. It's a special function.
Before
Did
number
you put
2.
that on there? What's wrong with you?
A lot, so much
That's
is wrong.
number 1?
That's number 1, yeah.
How about peace on earth?
Let me see this, Frank.
It's before January, if you get my drift.
Oh, okay.
It starts with an A?
Starts with a B. It's like if you were to apply for a job.
Yeah.
Is it someone in the room's initials?
It could be.
Yes. We don't want to get too dirty on our Christmas episode of It's All About Frank, but it would be, what do they call, what's the proper medical term?
Fellatio.
There we go.
There
This softens it, right?
Doesn't make it as
doesn't make it clinical and gross.
So maybe you got to do a little bit more. Maybe you put a nice little bow around it.
little top hat, maybe a little Santa hat. Yeah, I'll do it.
Make it seasonal. Make it fun.
You know, there's been many
times. Haircut.
There's been times I've put mistletoe like right above it.
Is this true?
No.
Yes. Oh my God. Remember, like whenever you're wrapping gifts and stuff, I'll usually take it. And
yeah, but maybe I don't pay attention when I'm busy.
See, so and here you go. And that's why it's number 1 on the list.
Oh my God.
Now, you could have prefaced this by, this is what I think most husbands want. Not what Frank himself wants. And then maybe it wouldn't have been so a shock to the system.
Right. Yeah, it's very specific.
Well, I did think that it was for other guys as well. Because that's the big joke, right? You get it on your birthday.
And holidays.
Right. And holidays.
Yeah. Right.
Or
after a trip to the Coach store.
The neighbor kid would land on the moon before he gets it.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Gorski.
That's a fucking 148 pull.
So 2 and 1 are very similar in nature. Yeah. It makes me think it's dry over at the Frank 5 household.
No, I wouldn't say it's dry.
Would you trade the other 3 gifts below 1 and 2? Would you give up the money gift? Would you give up the peace? Would you give up the peace and quiet? And what was the other one?
Family events.
And the family events.
To what? To get the
other 1 and 2?
Is it worth hanging out with your in-laws?
to make their daughter says everything.
To make their daughter commit this filthy act on you.
You know why I'm here, right?
I think we should move on.
Okay, what's next? Long 4 hours home.
Quiet though.
Could be fast though if she gives you the Christmas present early.
You never know. I'll keep everyone posted.
She seems like a wild child.
Wait a minute, isn't that how the book Thinner started?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Frank has a gypsy. Next time we see him, he's fucking 80 pounds.
Thinner.
The top 5 best fruits in a fruitcake.
Yeah, this I had to do research because I didn't even know what fruits were in fruitcakes. I don't like fruitcake. Number 5, oranges.
Okay.
You like fruitcake.
Your father likes fruitcake. I make fruitcake every year. I don't love it, but I like a little piece of it.
You make your own fruitcake?
I do, yeah. It's a recipe.
I thought fruitcake was one of those one of those stereotypes or cliches that you give it to somebody, they're like, I don't want this shit. Right. And then they hand it off to somebody else.
Like bottles of wine?
No, it is. It's a very heavy cake. Like bottles of wine.
So wait a minute. And you're nodding your head in agreement with what Brian just said, and yet you continue to make it every year?
Yeah, because my father likes it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you only make one, though?
I make one. It's big. One big one.
But you wouldn't feel the need to give them out to coworkers because you knew.
Because I don't think I know
you're the fruit cake lady and giving out things that nobody wants.
Right. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people like fruitcake. I don't think a lot of people like it.
Well, I doubt she's attaching a card and a funny coin or something to it.
Oh, like you would do with the bottle of wine, the Trump coin?
Yeah.
Or some bizarre card where you're getting slapped by Will Smith and everybody's supposed to know exactly what that means. And
except for you, who doesn't know what that means?
But it's not Christmas related. It has no... it's like old news. No one gives a fuck about it anymore. It's like anybody talk about it now is just out of touch.
It is Christmas related because if you read the card, it references the picture below.
Instead of just throwing it away as soon as he gives it to you.
I don't remember right now.
I'm not even going to open it. Just throws it away.
All right. The oranges.
Pineapple would be next.
Now, are you agreeing with this? Are those fruits in your fruitcake?
No,
Mrs.
pineapple, but no orange.
No oranges?
No.
I don't know. Your father's the only person I ever met that even eats it.
I know. No, not a lot of people eat it, but no, there's no orange in mine anyway. There could be in some of them.
Did you ever have it? I've never even tried it. I don't.
It looks disgusting.
And doesn't it like caramelize and become hard? The fruit.
Yeah. Well, you buy it. It's like candied fruit. It's already hard. It's candied. So they put it in sugar.
Now, do you put it in a pie crust?
It's a big like bundt cake pan. Like it's got the hole in the middle.
Flip it.
It's a big pan. It's very heavy when it's done.
Yeah,
it's like a dense cake, isn't it?
Very dense. It's like a spice cake, really.
Mm-hmm. You could probably make a couple.
How long is this endeavor for you to make this one fruitcake? How long does it take?
A couple hours. Well, it doesn't take long to make the batter. It takes about almost probably 2.5 hours to 3 to cook.
You should put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, it takes a while. Yep, but it's good. I mean, I don't love it, but I'll have a little piece.
All right.
Dates.
There's dates. Mrs. Five is shaking her head in approval. Dates would make it. What is a date anyway?
Was it like a raisin?
Movie?
It's like a raisin. Yeah, I guess it's like a raisin. Excuse me, it's dried, but it's like a fig, I guess.
It's a dried fig, I believe. Yeah.
Fig.
Sunday Jeff.
That's what I mean. It's the most disgusting things in one cake. Raisins were number 2 and cherries number 1.
Isn't a date a raisin?
No, I don't think so. A raisin's a grape. A date's a different. I don't know what a date is. To be honest, I don't like dates.
With Frank, I understand that.
I don't really like dates. I don't know if a date's its own fruit or is it a dried version of a fruit.
And what was number 1 fruit in fruit?
Cherries.
Cherries. You agree with that too?
Yeah, they're candied though. Yeah, red and green.
Now, why did it get the stereotype as the most unwanted?
Because I don't really think they are good. I mean, a lot of people don't think they're good. I mean,
I think it's like eating plastic.
No, I have to say the one I make is pretty good. It's very dense and it's just like a spice cake with some nuts. And
I think
fruit.
You know what? If you were to like mass produce your cakes and sell them, the ants would fucking like. If you were like Mrs. Five fruit cakes. And like you were to ship them all over the country, I think you can make a lot of money. People would love to have a Mrs. Five. Like I'll draw a logo for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have Jimmy come up to our house and start shipping them out.
Except shipping would be a lot of money because it's very heavy.
I think people would be willing to pay it, considering
there's flat rate boxes.
It comes from Mrs. Five's oven.
Okay, we'll do it. People are interested. I'll do it. I'm gonna bring one next time we come. You can all try it.
So the date is its own fruit.
Is it grown on a tree?
Yes, date palm.
Okay. Top 5 gift cards to receive on Christmas.
Okay.
Oh God.
So number 5, gas cards.
Gas?
Gas.
God, how unexciting is that though?
Well,
how practical is that though?
It is practical.
Yeah. You get like an Exxon gift card.
But everybody uses gas. So it's like, why, if I'm not going to be able to give you cash, why wouldn't I want a gas gift card? I love them.
I get it. I can't imagine loving it, getting it though. I remember getting it once and kind of being like, like I am.
This person happy with it.
This person knows me so little that they have no idea what I'm about. That they're just like, I think he drives a car. I hope he drives a car.
Because if not, he's got 3 gift cards.
I hope he has a lawn at least, and maybe it'll take him 50 years to use all this.
I think it's very practical. Number 4 would be a Visa card.
Yeah.
It's that surcharge that always gets me.
You don't have the right to talk about gift cards.
Okay.
You really don't.
I will back you up though, because I recently bought a gift card for Sage's friend for her birthday or something. The card itself was $25. They added another $7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just to fucking activate it. I was like, what the? I didn't know they did that.
It would have been better to just give her cash.
Yeah.
You bought it at like a Walgreens or something?
Yeah, I got a CVS. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
I was not aware they did that.
Yeah, well, how does Walgreens make any money then?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they'd be like, why are we selling them?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, I think the thing is that they're bringing you into the store. You're coming into the store and you're probably by the card there.
Yeah, I guess that's the hope.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with the business, but I don't think it costs them anything to have the cards there.
And you're right. That's the hope, because I went in, I got the card, and I left. I didn't buy anything else.
Ms. Five, do you like getting a gift card or would you prefer someone put some thought and effort into you.
I like gift cards. I don't mind gift cards. I mean, I wouldn't specifically ask for a gas card. Like when people are like, "What's Frank want for Christmas?" And
I say cash,
and he says cash, and I said, "I'm not telling people cash." I mean,
I'll tell him number 1 on the list.